I never imagined my sister's lipstick would be the thing that destroyed our family. Crimson red number 42, her signature shade, smeared across Tom's collar like a scarlet letter of betrayal. The same color she wore to my engagement party 6 months ago, when she toasted to my happiness with Tom. I'm Clara, and until 10 minutes ago, I was living what I thought was a perfectly normal life. Successful career, supportive family, devoted fiancé. Now I'm standing in my parents' bathroom, gripping the edge of the marble counter, staring at my reflection, while muffled laughter filters up from the backyard barbecue below. The worst part isn't finding them together. It's remembering all the signs I ignored. The late-night texts Tom would hide. Lily's sudden interest is in graphic design. The way they'd both leave family gatherings at suspiciously similar times. I splash cold water on my face, but it doesn't wash away what I saw in Dad's home office. Tom pressing Lily against the desk, her fingers tangled in his hair, that damn lipstick marking him as her territory. Someone knocks on the door. Clara, honey, are you okay in there? My mother's voice makes my stomach turn. She's always defended Lily's mistakes, cleaned up her messes. I'm fine, Mom, just needed a minute. Well, hurry down. Your father's about to serve the steaks, and Tom's looking for you. I bet he is. The mirror shows me a woman I barely recognize. My carefully applied makeup is intact, my black dress still perfectly pressed, but something in my eyes has changed, gone hollow, or maybe just cold. I straighten my spine and open the door. Mom's still there, frowning. You look pale, sweetheart. Are you coming down with something? Maybe. The lie tastes bitter. Actually, I think I saw something I'm allergic to. I brush past her and descend the stairs, each step measured and deliberate. The happy chatter from the backyard grows louder. Through the kitchen window, I can see them all. Dad at the grill, Ethan nursing a beer, little Mia chasing butterflies. Tom and Lily are sitting next to each other at the picnic table, maintaining a careful distance that now seems laughably obvious. My phone buzzes. A text from Mark, my closest friend since college. Still on for coffee tomorrow? I type back, yes, need to talk, important. The sliding glass door squeaks as I step outside. Tom immediately stands, flashing that perfect smile that used to make my heart skip. Now it just makes me want to vomit. There's my girl, he says, moving to kiss me. I turn my cheek at the last second, noting with savage satisfaction how his eyes flicker to Lily. Sorry I disappeared, I say, voice steady. Had to make a phone call. Lily shifts in her seat, adjusting her blouse. There's a tiny tear in the silk, near the collar. I remember the sound of ripping fabric from behind Dad's office door. Everything okay? She asks, all sisterly concern. Her lipstick is perfectly reapplied, but there's a smudge she missed near her ear. Perfect, I reply, sitting down beside Tom. Under the table, I rest my hand on his thigh, right where I know Lily's fingers were minutes ago. He tenses slightly. Actually, I have an announcement. Everyone looks at me expectantly. Dad pauses with his spatula mid-flip. Mom appears in the doorway, still looking worried. I've been offered a promotion, I say. Senior partner track, but I'll have to travel more. I squeeze Tom's thigh, feeling the muscle jump. A lot more. That's wonderful, Mom exclaims, but her eyes dart between Tom and me anxiously. It is, I agree, smiling at my sister. In fact, Tom, I'll need your help with some of the design work. We should schedule some late nights at the office. I watch Lily's knuckles go white around her wine glass. Unless you're too busy. Never too busy for you, he manages. But there's sweat beating at his temples, despite the cool evening air. I raise my glass. To new beginnings, I say, and everyone drinks. Only Mia, sweet innocent Mia, notices that I don't take a sip. She stares at me with those huge eyes that see everything, and I wonder if she's witnessed more than any of us realize. The steaks are served. The conversation flows, and beneath it all, I begin to plan. Mark's coffee sits untouched between us, steam rising in lazy spirals. He hasn't blinked since I finished telling him about yesterday's discovery. His designer glasses sliding down his nose, unnoticed. You're sure? He asks finally. Maybe you misinterpreted. Crimson red number 42, I say, my voice flat. It was everywhere. His collar, his neck, the same shade she wore to our engagement party. The cafe bustles around us, but our corner booth feels like a confessional. A waitress approaches, sees our expressions, and wisely retreats. What are you going to do? Before I can answer, my phone lights up. Lily. I turn it face down, but not before Mark catches her name. You have to confront them, he says, leaning forward. Both of them, together. Already arranged. I pull out my laptop. I've scheduled a meeting with Tom about the Robertson account. Lily always brings him coffee on Thursdays. My fingers hover over the keyboard. What they don't know is I've also invited the board members to join us. Mark's eyes widen. Clara, that's professional suicide, maybe, but I've been doing some digging. I turn the screen toward him, showing financial records I shouldn't have access to. Tom's been cooking the books, small amounts, clever manipulation, the kind of thing that gets overlooked unless someone's looking specifically for it. How did you even get these? Remember Jeremy in IT? The one whose sister I helped get into law school? I close the laptop. Amazing what people will do out of gratitude. My phone buzzes again. This time it's Mom. Family dinner tonight. No excuses. Your sister's upset about something. I laugh. A harsh sound that makes the couple at the next table stare. Of course she is. Clara. Mark reaches across the table, his hand covering mine. This isn't you. The schemes, the manipulation. You're right, this isn't me. This is Lily. This is Tom. I'm just playing by their rules now. The cafe door chimes. Through the window, I see Lily herself walking past, Mia's small hand in hers. They don't notice us. Mia's wearing the butterfly hair clips I bought her last month, and something twists in my chest. Have you thought about Mia? Mark asks softly, following my gaze. What this will do to her. Every second, I pull my hand away. But Lily should have thought about that before she... My phone rings. Tom's name flashes on the screen. I answer on speaker, keeping my voice professional. Hello, Tom. Hey, beautiful. About tomorrow's meeting. Can we reschedule? Something came up with a client. In the background, I hear Lily's laugh, quickly muffled. Actually, no, I say pleasantly. The board members have already confirmed. But don't worry, I have everything under control. A pause. The board? I thought this was just about the Robertson designs. Oh, it is, among other things. I watch Mark's expression shift from concern to resignation. Don't forget to bring those expense reports I asked for. Another pause, longer this time. Which ones? All of them, Tom. Every single one. I end the call before he can respond. Mark pushes his untouched coffee aside. Dad, you know this won't just hurt them. Your parents, Ethan, the company. Mom called earlier asking why Lily was crying. I stand gathering my things. She's always crying to Mom, and Mom's always fixing everything. Well, not this time. And what about you? What happens to you after all this? I shoulder my bag, thinking about the family dinner tonight, imagining their faces when I walk in. Lily's guilt, Mom's denial, Dad's averted eyes, Ethan's judgment, Mia's innocent confusion. I stopped being the good sister yesterday, I tell Mark. It's surprisingly liberating. He stands too, blocking my path. Just promise me you'll think about what you're risking. All of it. I already have. I step around him, then pause. The funny thing is, everyone thinks Lily's the emotional one, the unstable one. They never saw this coming from practical, responsible Clara. That's what scares me, Mark says quietly. I leave him there, stepping into the bright afternoon sun. My phone buzzes with another message from Mom, bringing Mia to dinner too. She's been asking for her Aunt Clara. I close my eyes briefly, seeing Mia's butterfly clips, hearing her laugh. Then I think of Lily's lipstick on Tom's collar, and my resolve hardens. Tomorrow's meeting is just the beginning. By the time I'm done, they'll understand exactly what happens when you betray the responsible one. The board meeting room feels like a tomb. 14 pairs of eyes watch Tom shuffle through his papers, his usual confidence cracking like cheap veneer. I sit directly across from him, my own documents neatly arranged, waiting. These quarterly numbers, board member Harrison says, tapping the spreadsheet. They don't align with the client invoices. Tom's throat works. There must be a clerical error. I can have my team. I found the original's invoices, I interrupt, sliding a folder across the polished table. The ones before they were adjusted. The color drains from Tom's face. Behind him, through the glass wall, I see Lily approaching with his usual Thursday coffee. Perfect timing. Clara, Tom says quietly, maybe we should discuss this privately first. Like you discussed things privately with my sister in my father's office? The room goes silent. Lily pushes through the door, freezing when she sees the scene before her. Coffee sloshes over the cup's rim, staining her white blouse. What's going on? She asks, voice small. Show them the Robertson account, Tom. I lean back, watching him squirm. Show them how you've been skimming from every project, padding expenses, doctoring invoices. Board member Chen flips through the documents, his expression darkening. These discrepancies go back months, years, I correct. I have proof going back 3 years. Lily moves toward Tom, but Harrison's sharp look stops her. Miss Walker, unless you're involved in this meeting. Oh, she's involved, I say, in more ways than one. My phone buzzes. Mom again. Where are you? Lily's not answering her phone. She was supposed to pick up Mia from school. The text hits me like a punch to the gut. Mia, standing alone at school, waiting. Clara, please. Tom starts, but I cut him off. I trusted you, both of you. My voice doesn't shake. While you were stealing from the company, while you were betraying me, did either of you think about Mia? Lily flinches. Don't bring her into this. You brought her into this when you forgot to pick up your own daughter because you were too busy sleeping with my fiancé. The words echo off glass walls. Someone gasps. Tom's face goes from white to gray. Security will escort you both out, Harrison says, standing. The police will handle the rest. Police, Lily whispers. I gather my things, avoiding their eyes. I'll pick up Mia. Someone responsible should be there for her. You can't do this, Tom says, desperation creeping in. Clara, think about what this means. Your sister's reputation, your family. I have thought about it. For 3 days, 14 hours, and 26 minutes. I meet his gaze. That's how long it's been since I saw you together, since I started gathering evidence, since I realized exactly who you both are. Security appears at the door. Lily starts crying, those familiar tears that always worked on our parents. Clara, please. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. You already did everything. I walk past them, pausing at the door. By the way, Tom, that promotion you were up for, the board just gave it to me. The elevator ride down is a blur. In the lobby, Mark waits with 2 coffee cups. Done? Almost. I take the coffee, needing the warmth. I have to pick up Mia. Want company? I shake my head. I need to do this alone. My phone buzzes again. Ethan this time. What the hell did you do? Mom's hysterical. I silence the phone, but not before seeing a text from Dad. We need to talk, now. Outside, the autumn air bites at my skin. I can see my reflection in the office windows. Straight spine, steady hands, perfect composure. The responsible one, the reliable one, the one who just destroyed her sister's life and sent her ex-fiancé to jail. Mark touches my arm. You okay? Ask me again when I've figured out how to tell a 6-year-old why her mother isn't picking her up. I pull away, heading for my car. Ask me when I've explained to my parents why their golden child is facing fraud charges by association. Clara, or better yet, I call over my shoulder. Ask me why it feels so damn good. But as I drive toward Mia's school, my hands start to shake. In the rearview mirror, I catch a glimpse of my expression. For a second, I look exactly like Lily. Mia's small hand feels like an anchor in mine as we walk through the park. She hasn't asked about Lily yet, but her eyes keep darting to my face, searching for answers I'm not ready to give. Can we get ice cream? She asks, pointing to the vendor near the playground. Of course, sweetie. I guide her toward the cart, pretending not to notice my mother's car crawling past for the third time. While Mia licks her strawberry cone, my phone lights up with another message from Ethan. Tom's being processed downtown. Dad's with him. What the hell happened to handling things quietly? I delete it without responding, just like I deleted the 17 messages from Mom and the voicemail from Lily's lawyer. But when Mia's phone rings in her backpack, Lily's special ringtone, my hand trembles as I silence it. That was Mommy, wasn't it? Mia's ice cream drips onto her sleeve. Here, let me. I reach for a napkin, but she pulls away. You're mad at Mommy, she says, not a question, because of what she does with Tom in Grandpa's office. The ice cream cone slips from my fingers, splattering pink across the pavement. What did you say? I saw them too. Her voice is small, matter of fact. When I was supposed to be napping on Grandpa's couch, something inside me cracks. All this time, while I'd been plotting my revenge, my 6-year-old niece had been carrying this secret alone. Why didn't you tell anyone, sweetheart? She shrugs, studying her shoes. Mommy said it was a special secret, like when she takes money from Grandma's purse. The world tilts sideways. She what? For her special medicine, the kind she keeps in her bathroom cabinet. My phone buzzes again. Mark this time. Police want to question you about the financial records. Where are you? I stare at Mia, seeing her mother in every feature, wondering how many other secrets she's been forced to keep, how many times she's watched adults she trusted lie and steal and betray. Want to go feed the ducks? I ask, buying time to think. She nods, but as we walk toward the pond, I spot Mom's car again. This time it stops, and she gets out. Nancy Walker in full protective mode. Clara Elizabeth Walker. She strides toward us, designer handbag swinging like a weapon. How dare you do this to your sister, to this family? Mia's grip on my hand tightens. Not now, Mom. I try to turn away, but she grabs my arm. Yes, now. Your father is at the police station with Tom. Lily's having a breakdown. And you're here playing in the park? Grandma, Mia says suddenly. Did you know Mommy takes your money? Mom's hand drops from my arm. What? For her special medicine. The kind that makes her act funny. The color drains from Mom's face. She looks at me, then Mia, then back to me. You put her up to this. You're trying to turn everyone against Lily. Ask her yourself, I snap. Ask her about the pills, about stealing, about traumatizing her daughter with her special secrets. Clara. No, you don't get to Clara me, not anymore. I scoop Mia up, feeling her arms wrap around my neck. For once in your life, look at what your precious Lily is actually doing, not what you want to believe. My phone rings again. Mark's number. The police are asking about unauthorized access to company servers, he says when I answer. They know someone helped you get those records. I close my eyes. Jeremy from IT. I'd promised to protect him. Clara, Mom says, softer now. Whatever's happening with Lily, we can fix this, as a family. But Mia's weight in my arms reminds me of all the things our family couldn't fix, all the secrets we buried under forced smiles and careful lies. You can't fix this, I tell Mom, and neither can I. I carry Mia to my car, ignoring Mom's calls behind us. As I buckle her in, she touches my cheek. Are you crying, Aunt Clara? No, sweetie. I wipe my eyes. I'm just realizing something. What? I look in the rearview mirror, seeing Mom standing alone by the pond, her reflection fractured across the water's surface. Sometimes when you try to protect people, you end up hurting them more. The police station looms in my mind. Jeremy's career, Mom's denial, Lily's secrets, and Mia, caught in the middle of it all. My phone buzzes one last time. A text from Tom. I'll tell them everything. About the records. About Jeremy. Unless we make a deal. I start the car. Revenge and responsibility warring in my chest. Want to go get another ice cream, Mia? She nods, and I drive away from the park. From Mom. From the wreckage I've created. But I can't drive away from the choice ahead. Protect myself or protect everyone else. The police station's interrogation room smells like stale coffee and desperation. Detective Morris slides Tom's deal across the table. full immunity, in exchange for evidence about how I obtained the financial records. Your sister's already talking, he says, watching my face. Says you orchestrated everything. My laugh sounds hollow even to me. Of course she is. Through the one-way glass, I catch my reflection. Dark circles under my eyes. Hair pulled back so tight it hurts. 3 days without sleep does that to a person. My phone vibrates. Mark. Jeremy's been suspended pending investigation. His sister's law school acceptance might be revoked. The detective's pen taps against the table. Miss Walker. I need to use the bathroom. I stand abruptly, chair scraping against linoleum. In the hallway, I nearly collide with Dad. He looks older than he did last week, his construction worker's hands trembling slightly as he reaches for me. Clara, stop this madness. His voice breaks. Your mother's in the hospital. What? Anxiety attack. After what Mia said about Lily, he runs a hand through his thinning hair. The doctors found pills in her purse. She's been giving them to Lily for months. The floor seems to tilt beneath my feet. Mom's been supplying her? She thought she was helping. His eyes meet mine. Like you thought you were helping by exposing Tom's fraud. My phone buzzes again. Ethan. Found Lily passed out in her bathroom, taking her to rehab. Mia's asking for you. The walls close in. Everything I've set in motion, every carefully planned domino, is falling in unexpected directions. Where's Mia now? I manage to ask. With Mark. Dad's expression hardens. He's the only one still speaking to all of us. Through an open door, I see Tom being led to another interrogation room. He catches my eye, mouths something that looks like last chance. My phone lights up with a text from an unknown number. A photo appears, Jeremy's sister's acceptance letter, with a red, revoked stamp across it. The DA's offering you a deal too, Dad says quietly. Community service if you cooperate. Tom takes the main charges. And Lily? Rehab, then therapy. He touches my arm. It can end here, Clara. We can start fixing things. I pull away. Fix things? Like Mom fixed things by enabling Lily's addiction? Like you fixed things by looking the other way? Clara, no. My voice echoes in the hallway. You don't get to play concerned father now. Where were you when Lily was showing Mia how to keep secrets? When Mom was emptying her retirement account for pills? Detective Morris appears in the doorway. Miss Walker, we need your decision. My phone buzzes one last time. Mark, Mia drew you a picture. Says it's her family, before the secrets. Should I bring her to see you? The photo shows a crayon drawing, stick figures holding hands, everyone smiling. No pills, no affairs, no betrayals. Just love and trust, and everything I thought I was protecting by seeking revenge. Clara, Dad pleads. Whatever you decide, remember she's watching. They all are. I close my eyes, seeing Lily in Dad's office. Mom's trembling hands counting pills. Jeremy's sister's dreams crumbling. Mia's innocent face asking about her mother. The detective clears his throat. Miss Walker. I open my eyes, decision crystallizing like vas in my veins. I need to make a phone call first. To whom? My lawyer. I straighten my spine, feeling the weight of choices, past and future, pressing down. It's time to tell the whole truth, every last secret. Dad's sharp intake of breath tells me he understands what that means, for all of us. The detective nods, gesturing toward the interrogation room. But before I follow him, I send one last text to Mark. Tell Mia I love her picture, and that sometimes fixing things means breaking them first. Then I turn off my phone and walk into the room where truth and consequences await, ready to shatter what's left of our family's carefully constructed lies. The rehabilitation center's family day feels like a funeral. We sit in a circle, Mom fresh from her own hospital stay, Dad looking lost without his tool belt, Ethan hovering near the door like he might bolt. Lily perches on the edge of her chair, 30 days sober and shaking. I'm here because Mia begged me to come. She's with Mark in the waiting room, coloring pictures of butterflies, and trying not to ask why her mother lives here now. Clara, the therapist says, would you like to share your feelings about what brought us here today? The fluorescent lights buzz overhead. Someone's coffee cup trembles in their hands. No, Lily flinches. Mom starts to speak, but Dad touches her arm. The court date is next week. The therapist continues. How is everyone processing that? My phone vibrates. Another message from Jeremy's sister. I've stopped reading them. The weight of her lost future sits heavy enough without words. I'll tell you how I'm processing it, Ethan suddenly says. Our sister destroyed our family trying to punish our other sister for sleeping with her fiancé, and somehow we're all acting like this is normal. That's not, Lily starts. Shut up. Ethan stands. Just shut up. You don't get to talk, not after what you did to Mia. The therapist leans forward. Ethan, we discussed productive dialogue. Productive. I laugh. The sound like breaking glass. Let's talk productive. Mom's retirement fund is gone. Dad's contractor license is under review because Tom forged his signatures. Jeremy lost his job. His sister lost her future. Lily's in rehab. And Mia, my voice cracks. Mia draws pictures of her family in pieces now. Clara, Dad says softly, we know you were hurt. Hurt? I stand too, knocking over my chair. I wasn't hurt. I was erased by my sister, my fiancé, my own mother who kept supplying pills to keep the peace. Through the window, I see Mark in the waiting room, helping Mia with her crayons. She looks up, waves. I can't wave back. The DA offered me a deal, Lily whispers. Full immunity if I testify against Tom. And you. The room goes still. As of course they did. I grab my bag. Because that's what you do, isn't it? Take the easy way out. Let everyone else pay the price. I'm trying to protect you. Like you protected Mia? The words hit like bullets. Teaching her to keep secrets? To watch while you destroyed everything around you? Mom starts crying. Dad stares at his hands. Ethan kicks the wall. Miss Walker, the therapist says, perhaps we should take a break. My phone rings. Detective Morris. Tom's made a full confession, named everyone involved, including your mother's role in the prescription fraud. The room spins. Through the window, I see Mia showing Mark another drawing. This one shows stick figures behind bars. I have to go. I move toward the door. Clara, please, Lily calls. I'll tell them it was all me. The fraud, the pills, everything. Just don't let them take Mom. I turn back, seeing us all clearly for the first time. Broken people trying to fix broken things with broken tools. You know what's funny? My hand finds the doorknob. I thought revenge would feel like winning. But there is no winning. There's just different kinds of losing. Then stop, Ethan says, before we lose everything. Too late, I open the door. We already have. In the waiting room, Mia runs to hug me. Her small arms wrap around my waist, and I feel something inside me shatter completely. Want to see my picture? She asks. I look at her drawing. Stick figures in a courtroom, one pointing at the others. In the corner, she's written, "The Truth Day," in wobbly letters. It's beautiful, I lie. Mark touches my shoulder. The DA called. They're moving up the court date. Tomorrow morning. I nod, unable to speak. Aunt Clara, Mia tugs my sleeve. Are you going to fix our family now? Behind me, through the therapy room window, I see my family watching. Mom crying, Dad holding her, Ethan pacing, Lily curled into herself, all waiting to see what I'll do next. But there's nothing left to do, no moves left to make, no way to win without losing everything. I kneel beside Mia, touching her butterfly hair clips, the last innocent thing in this whole mess. Some things, I whisper, can't be fixed. The courthouse steps feel like a guillotine's platform. Tom stands at the top, his lawyer whispering urgently in his ear. When he sees me, something flickers across his face, not guilt, not fear, but understanding. Clara, he dismisses his lawyer with a gesture. You look terrible. You look worse. He does. Prison orange drains the arrogance from his face, leaves him looking ordinary, human. I found something interesting in the company records, he says, voice low. Your mother's name, on transfer documents dating back years, long before our engagement. My hands curl into fists. What are you talking about? Ask her where your college fund really went, or why Lily's rehab bills were paid in cash. He steps closer. Your mother's been embezzling longer than I have to support her golden child's habits. The morning sun feels too bright, too harsh. Through the courthouse windows, I see Lily arriving with her lawyer, Mom and Dad flanking her like guards. You're lying. Am I? He pulls out a folded paper. This is a copy of transactions going back 5 years. Your mother's signature on every one. I kept it as insurance, but he holds it out. Maybe you should have it. Before I can respond, Ethan appears, practically running up the steps. Clara, stop. Don't go in there. Why? Because, he catches his breath, because Mia's inside. Mark brought her. She's going to testify. The world stops spinning. What? The DA interviewed her yesterday. She knows things, Clara, about Mom, about the money, things none of us knew. Tom's paper burns in my hand. She's 6 years old. She's 6 years old, and she's been watching us destroy each other. Ethan grabs my arm. This has to stop. Inside, I hear Mia's voice, clear and small. Grandma always gave Mommy money from her special drawer, the one with the papers that said Clara's future. Mom's sob echoes through the hallway. Your revenge worked, Tom says quietly. You brought down everyone, including the people you were trying to protect. The paper crumples in my fist. I never wanted. Yes, you did. His handcuffs catch the light. You wanted everyone to hurt like you hurt. Congratulations. Lily appears in the doorway, tears streaming down her face. Behind her, I catch a glimpse of Mia on the witness stand, her butterfly clips glinting under fluorescent lights. They're asking her everything, Lily whispers. About the money, the pills. Tom, she saw everything, Clara. She was always watching. My legs give out. Ethan catches me before I hit the marble floor. The DA's offering a new deal, he says. Full immunity for Mom and Lily, if you take responsibility for accessing the financial records illegally. And Jeremy, his sister, already taken care of. Tom's lawyer approaches. Mr. Harrison arranged for her acceptance to be reinstated. Jeremy's job, too. Seems your ex-fiancé had a change of heart. Through the doors, Mia's voice continues. Aunt Clara tried to fix things, but she fixed them like Mommy does, by breaking them more. The truth hits like a physical blow. In my quest for justice, I've become what I hated, someone who destroys families to save them. What do you want? I ask Tom. What I've always wanted. He holds out his hands, chains rattling. To win. But looking at him now, at Lily's tears, at Mom's shame, and Dad's defeat, at Mia's innocent testimony, laying bare our family's rot, I realize there are no winners here. Okay, I straighten up, shrugging off Ethan's support. I'll take the deal. Clara, no, Lily starts. Yes, I meet Tom's eyes. You win. I'll confess to everything. The records, the fraud, all of it, on one condition. What's that? Mia never testifies again, about anything. She gets to be a child, not a witness to our sins. The courthouse doors open. Mark leads Mia out, her small hand in his. She runs to me, wrapping her arms around my waist. Did I do good, she asks. Did I tell the truth like you said we should? I stroke her hair, feeling the butterfly clips beneath my fingers. You did perfect, sweetheart. And now you never have to do it again. The bailiff calls us in. As we enter the courtroom, I hear Tom whisper, was it worth it? I watch Mia skip ahead, still innocent despite everything she's seen, still hoping her family might heal. Ask me again in 20 years, I say, and follow her into judgment. The letter arrives on crisp legal stationery, bearing Great Aunt Margaret's law firm's letterhead. I read it 3 times before the words make sense. She left me everything. The house in Vermont, the investment portfolio, all of it. You could start over, Mark says, watching me from across his kitchen table. Somewhere new, Ipukskid. Through his window, I can see Mia playing in the backyard, her butterfly clips catching the sunset. She stays with him now, when Lily has rehab meetings. When Mom has court-mandated therapy, when Dad works double shifts to pay the legal bills. I'm not going anywhere, Clara. She's drawing families again. I nod toward Mia. Real ones this time, not stick figures in courtrooms. The inheritance paperwork feels heavy in my hands. Aunt Margaret died, never knowing how her niece used company computers to destroy her own family, never knowing how revenge poisoned everything it touched. My phone lights up. Ethan, Tom's asking to see you, says it's about Mom's case. I delete the message. Tom can rot in his cell with his schemes and secrets. I have better things to do with my community service hours than listen to more manipulation. You never told me why you didn't take the deal, Mark says quietly. Why you let them charge you instead of turning on your mother. Didn't I? He reaches for my hand across the table. I let him take it, feeling the warmth of his palm against mine. The DA called again, he says. They're offering. I know what they're offering. I pull my hand away. The same thing Tom offered. The same thing Lily begged for in rehab. A chance to shift blame, to rewrite history. Mia's laugh floats through the window. She's making a daisy chain, tongue caught between her teeth, in concentration. Just like Lily used to, before pills and secrets and betrayal became her whole world. You know what Mia asked me yesterday? I stand, moving to the window. She asked if bad people can become good again, if broken families can heal. What did you tell her? I told her to ask me again in 20 years. The inheritance letter crinkles in my pocket. Enough money to start fresh, to escape the wreckage of what we've all done to each other, to forget, but forgetting isn't healing. My phone buzzes. Mom, Lily's getting her 6-month chip tomorrow. Please come. I think about saying no, about letting the distance grow until we're all just memories to each other. But then Mia looks up, waves, her smile bright enough to pierce through all our darkness. I need you to do something for me, I tell Mark, already reaching for my keys. Call Jeremy's sister. Tell her to check her mail tomorrow. Clara. Aunt Margaret's portfolio included shares in her law school. I head for the door. Anonymous donations can change lives, even broken ones. And what about your life? I pause, watching Mia gather her daisies. Did you know Tom kept a journal? Detailed every transaction, every manipulation, even the ones from before we met. What are you saying? I'm saying karma doesn't need my help anymore. The SEC found the journal yesterday. Mark's sharp intake of breath says everything. Take care of Mia tonight, I tell him. I have a chip ceremony to attend. Outside, Mia runs to hug me goodbye. Her daisy chain loops around my wrist like a promise. Will you make butterflies with me tomorrow? She asks. Yes, I touch her hair clips gently. And maybe we'll make some for your mom, too. She beams, and for a moment, I see the future clearly. Not healed, not perfect, but possible. A family rebuilt not through revenge or protection, but through the simple act of showing up, day after day, choosing to stay. The inheritance letter weighs heavy in my pocket. Tomorrow, it will fund new beginnings for people I've hurt. Tonight, it reminds me that legacy isn't just what we inherit, it's what we choose to leave behind. I drive toward the rehab center, Mia's daisy chain on my wrist, thinking about butterflies and transformation, about how sometimes the most broken things become the most beautiful, not despite their scars, but because of them. Maybe that's true for families too.